southbound to Thomas through the Appalachia Hills. Winding fast northeast has passed.
Well, the co-op is awesome because we sell all natural and organic foods, which is fantastic, and we're volunteer run, and so without the volunteers, we wouldn't exist.
It not only has all the products that I want, it has bulk items and things that I can't find at the other grocery stores around this area, but it also, everything that comes through here goes through a process of screening before it comes in here. There's a decision made about every product that comes into the co-op, and so I know that when I shop here, the food was cared for with similar values that I have about food.
As far as I know, the group in the 70s used to be called Family Food Club. That's what it was. And in 1973, they were students, they were couples with children, and they wanted to maximize their money by putting that money together. And the whole idea was to buy from the producers. It was no labor in label and packaging. They just wanted to have product that was bulk. Then the story says that they used to do that downtown. That is called 4th Avenue and Columbia. Mm-hmm. So then when the amount of families start to grow, the amount of couples wanted to enjoy their benefit by putting their money together, they really needed to do something around. They found that the cooperative is the legal term to allow people to get together with a common purpose. So they incorporate themselves in the business, in the food business, by the Olympia Food Co-op. My understanding is that at that time they rent a little space in the West Side neighborhood, that it was actually Rosie's place, I think, or the house next to Rosie's place, and they start to do their business there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, originally it was the free box for many, many years, and the co-op would just open it up in the morning and close it up at night, and people threw things in it and take stuff out, and finally it got so messy, a few food and stuff, that the health department shut it down. And so it stayed closed for a while, and Scott and I said we'd clean it up, paint it, put shelves in it, be locked and attended. And so we got a bunch of volunteers, and it's been running for about 8 years since. I have not bought clothes anywhere since I started this.
Oh, wow.
Every time I buy the shoes, the Levi's, the coat, the hat, they all come from the free store. So I just get way more than I need.
Más fuego, tú sabes, directamente de la machanga Cere, dedicado a los Caman Baby,
Somebody told me that how do I sit with these glasses, and I said that I feel like everybody's a star here at the co-op.
As a social justice platform, this place is amazing. Like, being a person of color, like a indigenous person to North America, in work environments I've seen a lot of racism and hierarchy has been really a bad experience in my work life. This organization does a lot of things that are positive for the community. You know, it's a not-for-profit, so it's not like a 501c3 non-profit, but it's a not-for-profit. So that means we don't turn a profit, we put it back into the community or into the business that serves the community.
So if you walk into a Safeway or a Fred Meyer or some big chain grocery store, they're just going to stock things that they can get at the lowest price and sell to the highest price to people who will buy it. And we are a not-for-profit, so we don't buy things just because that's what's going to make us a lot of money. We buy things because it supports our membership and because it supports the people who are doing it. We have these specific product selection guidelines, and it includes, among other things, guidelines around what images can be on the actual products. Pictures of scantily clad women or things of that nature. And when we look at the products that we're selling, we specifically look at how they're being packaged and whether or not that company is essentially harming somebody by the types of images that they're putting on their products. For Blue Sky sodas, which they do pretty cheap natural sodas, but they came out with a new new look for their product, and what they were using this sort of, it looked like a generic southwestern pattern, but it was actually a pattern that was really specific to a certain tribe in that area and was an important piece of their culture and their art, and this company had sort of just taken it and was slapping it on all of their stuff. They had no connection to the people, they had no connection to what that art meant. And we pulled their sodas after that. We're always political about our food. That's the whole point of the co-op, is that we actually pay attention to where the food comes from, we pay attention to who makes the food, where is it happening, are people being paid good wages, is it helping the environment or harming the environment. Those things are, those values are how we make all of our decisions about what we sell, what's on the shelves. We boycotted every company in the state of Colorado when they had some homophobic legislative changes, some laws that they put into practice. This was in the early 90s, and that affected Celestial Seasonings and some other groups. And we also joined a boycott in 1996 of China for human rights abuses, and particularly human rights abuses against Tibetans. And that's ongoing at this time. And another one was we joined a boycott of Norwegian companies, specifically of like fish oil and fish products, because of whaling industry problems there, and that one has definitely been called off, so safer for the whales near Norway now.
Andando con los pesados, Robertico, hipe, manado, que nunca me han defraudado, que Dios tenga en la gloria a los que me han traicionado, y a pesar de los pesares yo sigo aquí parado, Dios si no he cambiado, no te he traicionado, mi yerno son 8 años metiéndola al underground. Anónimo, la métrica nunca cambió, el mensaje que yo traje de fortaleció. Yo te lo dije mi pana, que no comemos la pana, no pongas tan mala cara, que no creemos que es nada yo. Anónimo, la métrica nunca cambió, el mensaje que yo traje de fortaleció. Yo te lo dije mi pana, que no comemos la pana, no ponga tan mala cara, que no creemos que es nada yo.
So I'm Ann Vandeman, I'm the Executive Director of Left Foot Organics, and we are an organic farm that employs people with developmental disabilities. We love selling to the co-op. The food co-op has been very supportive of us and the local ag community as a whole in terms of our relationship to them and their getting local food out to people who want to eat it, people who want to buy it in the community. And in the 10 years that I've been farming here, we've gone from just the beginnings of an effort to supply more local food, and the co-op setting up this whole organization that they do to buy from many different local growers, to now this well-oiled system that is that's known throughout the industry.
We have probably about 24,000 active members in our database, and have you know, that's a significant part of our community. We have probably about 6 different membership types, including our regular dues and fee-paying membership, and that is probably what most of our members are. But we also have senior, low-income, disability memberships, as well as memberships for business, nonprofits. The main benefit of being a member is that you should be able to shop at shelf prices. All the prices are marked at member prices, and non-members pay about 10% more. That idea of keeping our fees and dues low, as well as having some free memberships, so that people who don't have a lot of income or are supporting dependents without a lot of resources, or seniors, retired people who don't have an income anymore are able to shop at the co-op with an extra discount. I think that does help with our different parts of our mission statement, which are to make good food accessible to more people, but also to work towards that idea of that everybody's welcome. Anyone can be a member, and you don't have to have a certain amount of income or be a certain kind of person to be able to shop for healthy food.
I think that a huge part of just the cooperative movement as a whole, and is at the heart of this exchange between the Olympia Food Co-op and Seco Sola, is basically putting solidarity into practice. So not just thinking about it or thinking, oh, that would be nice, or because I think that solidarity is something that is an action and is a practice. Like, we don't have to be reinventing the wheel that was already invented so many times. And the way that we do that is by talking with each other, by actually asking, hey, what do you think about this? Or I'm doing this, and letting people know what you're doing, because chances are they've already done it.
As we think about potentially growing to fit our community's needs better, I think it's exciting for us to learn from another cooperative that's managed in a similar way that we are. As we are kind of functioning in the business climate, even though we're a really different kind of business than most in the U.S., that it's a real opportunity to really move towards cooperation rather than competition, and that is a lesson I feel like at the co-op we need to keep learning, because we are continuing to interact in a competitive business climate all the time.
The turkey pastrami ones are really killer. The turkey Reuben's really killer. The egg salad's really good. The coffee and salad bar is really good too. I'm eating Stone Ground Bakery oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yeah.